turbulent up there, but in my experience in farming, as long as the wind is blowing, those things can't get themselves together enough to make a storm, but that can all change in a heartbeat. So I'll just keep my eye on these trees and brace myself when they get real still, because that's how that goes. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to nature, if you're a city person, when it's really stagnant and the air's not moving and you start seeing things like this coming, and then all of a sudden the wind will blow, you're gonna get rain. But if it's constantly blowing from the time you get up until the time you go to bed, don't worry, it's not gonna rain. You might get a mist or a little bit of a spritz, but you're not gonna get an out and out storm. So look at that, the dust made it through the woods and it's coming out the other side. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's blowing pretty good. And we're in the thicket here. I mean, it's pretty thick down in here.
As I drive through the valley of the shadow of death, I see more straw to be baled or gathered, or I'm so tired I don't even know.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to North Carolina, where you got beautiful bales of straw on the left and beautiful lake on the right. Mr. Tim is out there taking a photograph of two people fishing. And you know why he's taking a photograph of them fishing? Because there is an absolutely no fishing sign right next to that young lady that's fishing. Beautiful pond though. I mean, if effect. What's wrong with your sandwich, Joe?
I see an egg coming towards the phone.
Too much egg, Joe?
Yeah, I can't.
Next time you just tell me you just want one egg.
I tell you I want no eggs all the time, and what ends up in my sandwich?
You need a protein, so shut up.
Pork roll is the protein.
I know what I like. I know what I like.
I'd still want you to have egg, I don't care.
So here's phases of, actually he woke up a little bit when I went for the camera. He's now starting to be like a piece of bacon, old sizzling over here. Oh, that's a good one. Can we do that some more? Oh, that's nice. Ew. Well, if you're gonna vomit, go to the bathroom. We can catch that too. Do you really want to come join the OLF Baling crew? This is what happens. Good food and vomit. Let's see if we can get him to puke. That'd be good. You all right, Joe? Look at that triple fang spider bite you got there.
I seen that.
He just got 3 fangs. It was big.
That's a big spider.
Sucker crawled right up in the cab, scurried through the valve, the gasket in the door, and bit him.
At least you can squish that. You can't squish that damn snake.
Woodchucks chewing on tree trims.
Oh, what's another one?
Is this the new one? Who scratched it up already?
Mine. I think it's rolled in the tractor or some shit like that.
What you eating?
Cherry?
Are they good? Oh, don't do that. You'll ruin your hand. Decide why you're getting muscles.
Mussels?
Yeah, look at this thing.
Yeah, I'm getting a she-meal
She-mail.
from William.
Man. Right?
Right.
Alright. Move it up. Move it up. I went over all of it except for these 2 pivots, and I took my bitch mittens off. Joe still has his on, so I disrupted his tureen routine. Right, Joe? Huh? I disrupted your routine.
Yeah.
So he's gonna finish that up. I had a problem yesterday, which cost me a little bit of time, but nothing terrible. I blew this hose. This hose was rubbing on those bolts that are there and caused a failure. So I got one of those fancy pants Tractor Supply chamois rags, wrapped it around there and cushioned it, so I think it'd be all right. But I am seeing a couple of little spots like that, so probably gonna need to get a hose on hand for this pretty soon, probably tomorrow, because today's Sunday, Monday. The other thing is I got to turn this now and put grease in the nose of that thing because it's constantly in the wrong position. So let me get on to that. I guess I could explain a little bit about this computer. I don't know that I have for this bale stacker. I have become quite accustomed to running this. My fingers are actually sore. So this is a free-floating joystick, right? It's in your hand. You can do whatever you want with it. And this is your IVT. So what I've decided, or my body, I didn't even know I was doing it. So what I'll do is I'll run the throttle all the way up. Take this thing here, and see how my hand just reaches that. And this is how I run the stack wagon. Slow down when I get bales on the loader. And watch this, you push a button and she'll come up. There's no load on it, so the load sense valve, it pushes up like that. Now if I got bales on there, it would just go right up. But because there's no bales on it, I'm pushing my button here, and that's what it's doing. So then you take this one here, pretty simple, swing button. It swings into position, throws the tractor severely in one way or the other. And what I'll do is I'll slow that down. And all I really have to do is turn my wheel till that grease zerk is where I want it. Because, you know, it's got to be exactly where I want it, not where it wants to be. And that's that. Were lift arms all the way up? No, they were not. You got to be careful with these pull arms. Lift arms are the ones on the top. Pull arms are where you hook your implement to, if you did not know that. Yeah. So what I'll do here is I'll do this and then throw you into reverse, and I'll jackknife it so that I can actually get a grease zerk, a grease gun on that zerk. And that's that. Put it in park and call it a day. Now, there's three different modes. You got your manual mode, your automatic load, your manual stack, and your manual load. I use automatic because you cannot beat the computer. This operates your loader. This operates the whole entire thing to offload when you back up to a pile. This swings in, swings out. Okay? So, and that's how that works. Now, if you try to do it in manual mode, it is a freaking nightmare. So, you got manual load and manual stack. There's two buttons to do what an automatic mode will do here with your hands. Now, in different positions that the loader is in will cause these buttons to do different functions. So, when you're in the field, you're doing a lot of this. When you're on the road, you throw that to the side, and then you can use your little wing wanger there, and you're good to go. I am actually ready to rock and roll here. Haley's got us all twined up. The bean drills look like they're getting greased up and ready to go because they will be coming in behind us. Planting beans behind us, so we really have to be Johnny on the spot. I didn't get in until 1:30 last night. Up by 7:45 this morning. We're running late. I don't even know what time it is now because my clock in here says 8:21, which is a lie. I have to do something with that though. Who knows? The damn clock has to be doctored. Anyway, how to fix that because I'm looking at it all the time and not knowing what time it is. I don't think I recorded any of that. Can you believe that?
Damn.
Yeah. Any of those rollers. It's right here. This is your assay.
Ah.
It'll build.
Ow, that's right. Well, I saw the symbol, and I was like,
M3.
I don't like... what?
M3.
Yeah, I don't like that symbol.
No, it causes an assay. Don't pull it. There you go. You gotta pull that thing back. You know how to do it.
Oh, Jesus, why is this one so wound up?
That's what happens, and then it'll double knot.
Or not, and you'll have a 20-foot bale.
No, I haven't had it not because of that, but
I have.
yeah. Look at all this crap that's in here. That bolt broke again? No, that's a different pin. No, it's there.
This is the different. This is the other bale.
This is the new bale. Yeah, well. Yeah, okay. All that shit's got to get gone.
Yeah, I'll clear this up.
Well, get on with it. I don't know. I don't see any double knot, but
No, neither. I think it just happened.
right.
So it's still in here.
Sun's setting on another day on the job. Just wanted to get a quick video of this. Piles here. I don't know how many hundred bales are here, but there's 3 tarps here, so that would be 600. Let's see. I don't know. There's quite a few. Quite a few, but yeah, the 7530s there running the stack wagon really well. Getting kind of tired. We're calling it a night because it is Sunday and the farmers quit cutting wheat, or picking wheat as they call it here. They quit cutting wheat. They planted soybeans this morning on what we had cleared off yesterday, I guess, or day before yesterday. But I wanted to show you these peanuts. Peanuts fascinate me. They're a legume, if you didn't know, or a legume. We call them legumes. They call them legumes. Legumes. But it's dry here. It went from being terribly wet to now dry. And look how these things just teamwork their way up out of the ground. This stuff is hard, right? The ground, it's actually not hard. It looks hard. But they're cracking. There's some sidewall compaction. But, yeah, look at that sidewall. They must put them in wet. So the little peanuts are growing. I like peanuts. I love to eat peanuts. 2 days ago, they were just cracking the tops in the morning. And then by the time we were done stacking all this, because we stacked quite a bit of it, yeah, day before yesterday, you could see the green coming up. And now, of course, yesterday we weren't here, and today, obviously, it is in full force. But this soil is very, very sandy. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very, very sandy. Beautiful to watch these things grow, you know. But I think sidewall compaction could be a problem here. And this poor bastard, he's kind of like, oh, I'll grow, but I'm stuck here. I just wonder what's under here. You know, how accurate those they put it in with corn planter, or a peanut planter, which is still a corn planter. It's a more modern version of a 7000 John Deere, because I saw them do it over there. And the peanuts they planted 4 days ago are up. And this I know was planted before Saturday, because Saturday we got rain here. But I'm not entirely thrilled with this straw. We're having problems with it staying in the stack. It just the bale wants to move. And it's not that the bale isn't tight. I mean, listen to this. It's tight. It's a tight ass bale. But the problem is they've had an extraordinarily large amount of rain in the last few weeks. And what it has done is it has caused the wax on the wheat straw to break down. And like I told Dad, I mean, there's still some wax on it, but not much. I told Dad today, I said, you know, this straw, I'll put, hopefully it saved that video. I was telling Dad that the wheat looks, it acts as though it is wheat that was sprayed with paraquat or gramoxone. If you know what paraquat or gramoxone is, I do. Paraquat. Paraquat when I was a kid, then they turned it to gramoxone, gramoxone extra, and so on and so forth as it goes. Now, I fixed my dome light today, and I'm just wondering if it is still working. I can't see it on the trees. It's just too early yet, I guess. But no, I think I see it in the stop sign. Yeah, I see it in the stop sign. It was seizing up, and these damn dome lights, they put a grease in it, and the grease, once the oil runs out of the soap, the grease gets hard, and then it doesn't turn very well. So what do? go to your Tractor Supply store and get yourself some liquid wrench garage door lubricant. It is a dry lubricant. It'll make that stuff slipperier than snot, and it works. So, and that's how I fixed it. Because those things are expensive. They're like almost $100. And I don't like spending money when I can fix it with garage door lubricant. Anyway, see ya. See ya.
Stinker.
Chef Boyardee.
What?
Chef Boyardee. Breakfast time?
Yeah, you better shut that thing on my face.
Why? You're gonna break my camera?
Yeah.
Your face is that terrible, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
See this?
What is that?
See this?
Ah! See, that's the problem with Asians. They have knives. Bad Asian. Fuel in the pig. Actually, this one is kind of a fuel sipper. I can run it all day for about 12-15 hours and only burn, I don't know, 40 gallons. And we're not running it easy. It holds 100 gallons. If you can look up on that screen, which you may or may not be able to see, it says 91%. It tells me how many gallons are actually in there. And that's accurate. It tells me how many gallons an hour I'm burning. So when I get a full load and I'm full heavy, and I'm pulling at full throttle, it'll burn 10.5 gallons an hour. But then when I get up on the road and just rolling down the road, it's 2.5 gallons an hour. When I'm stacking, 1.5, 2 gallons an hour. It really is an efficient tractor. Now Cody's 7930, which is about the same horsepower. This one actually dynoed a few more than that one did. That's a bit of a pig of a tractor, but it is a heavier tractor. So, yeah, chemical delivery over there. We have gone, that is our 5th pallet of twine we've burned through. That is the test twine. We're gonna do a test on that here pretty soon. Probably tomorrow, the next day. I'm gonna run 12 and 12. 12 recycled on one side and 12 naturally new plastic in the blue on the other, and we're gonna see which one's better. I know the recycled twine is cheaper, and if that's just as good as that blue, I'll buy the recycled. But I want to give an honest test and opinion on that. See how it feeds through the baler. Clean up to the top, be 100 gallon.